The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set to bring you the action from the Pepsi Center. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and respects him. Kevin?
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. We'll take a look at the Magic. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Nuggets are, they've shown their capabilities, but it's been in flashes. If they want to move up this list, it may take greater focus, greater commitment.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins at power forward with Len at center. Trae Young is out there with Reddish, and it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter in at the small forward spot. We're going to see a lot of offense tonight, Steve. What can either team do to try and gain an advantage in this one?
You know, I think first you got to limit your turnovers. I think you got to rebound the basketball. And I love the teams that can get to the free throw line more than the other.
Young against Murray. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Murray with it. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. From deep three-point range. Denver the rebound. There's the feed to Millsap. The putback, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. To the inside. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist from Young.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Murray kicks to Harris. Passes it to Porter. Right side Millsap. Just 4 to shoot. Over Collins. And again, Denver no good.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's Murray. Following the missed shot by DeAndre Hunter. Reddish with the ball. Harris is there. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Len, and the layup falls.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Murray surveying the D. Outside Porter. Pass to Millsap. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good for Millsap. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Both free throws good for Millsap.
You look at the Atlanta Hawks offense, so much is generated outside in. 3rd in the league in three-point attempts last season. Of course, some of that was the addition of Trae Young.
Young passes to Len. Poked loose. Back to Young. Over Murray. Young's shot is off.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And Young gives that extra deep floor spacing, something teams are looking for now.
You watch Steph Curry and Dame Lillard, they're shooting from 26 to 27 feet out. That changes what a defense can take away. That's why Young, despite his size, was still drafted top 5.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. He kicks to Reddish. There's the pass to Hunter. Collins against Millsap. Collins, good.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Murray against Young. Porter dishes to Millsap. Porter looking it over. Back to Millsap. There's the three. That shot missing. And Atlanta will come the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's sent back by Jokic. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Minnesota.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Here's Murray after the basket by Atlanta. Shoots from 8. And that one's good. Millsap.
Very quietly, Paul Millsap just goes about his business. He's a tough competitor.
Here's Young. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Murray kicks to Harris. Back to Murray. Outside Millsap. To the paint. Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Moving it up. And Reddish with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And so here's Denver. After the basket by Atlanta. Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
The balance between East and West after years of being dominated by the West is starting to even out some. I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
And Smitty, what about the teams that know they're going to be championship caliber contenders? How do they stay motivated early in a season with so many games to play?
You know, it's hard. I think a lot of those guys, they're looking at, I would say now we're talking about load management for those type of teams. They're just trying to make sure their bodies, their minds are ready for that run. But usually those championship teams, they understand they're motivated by winning. They get it together at the right time.
And that one falls for Millsap.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
It's how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Now, here's Collins. After the miss from Trae Young. Back to Collins. Len kicks to Hunter. Len passes to Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. But he gets it back.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Murray. He's coming off a 34-point game against Minnesota. Pass to Beasley. Back to Murray. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. The Hawks trailing. Now, here is Young. Fires from deep. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Here's Jokic. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
The Hawks trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. A different look for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Millsap. Jeremy Grant comes in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Jones finds Carter. It's stolen by Morris. Jokic with it. Passes it to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Here's Turner. Pass to Parker. Morris against Turner. Outside, Jones. Plumlee with the rebound. On offense, here are the Nuggets. Big stretch here going 10-2. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Morris. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. On its way from Beasley for 2. The Hawks trail by 5. Turner up top. Covered by Morris. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Parker left side. Shot clock at 5. Knocks it loose. Jokic with the steal.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Denver passing it around. Another shot. He's off on that one. Good D by Parker. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Carter against Grant. Carter dishes to Jones. Now here's Turner. Defense right on him. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. The Nuggets leading by 3. Morris outside. There's the dish to Plumlee. And it's Beasley in the corner. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Turner passes to Carter. Kicks it to Parker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Steve, let me ask you what's better for a young player's development. Being on a worse team getting more minutes or being on a good team and getting fewer minutes?
You know, I think always getting a chance, Kevin, to play minutes is best for a younger guy. But if it's hurting the team, you don't want to see the coaching staff playing these younger guys just to get the one guy ready. I think you still have to think about the team. You have to have guys earn minutes, whether they're a rookie, whether they're a veteran or not, and I think that's better for young teams.
And Parker drops them both. The Nuggets leading by 3. Now Morris still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the pass to Jokic. Here's Grant. Off target from outside. Parker finds Turner. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Plumlee. Here's Herter. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. That one goes in.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Now, here is Morris. They lead by 1. 1:46 left to play in the first. Clock at 6. Jokic draws the double. Morris with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Hawks trail by 3. And here is Turner. Jones kicks to Carter. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Turner against Morris. Grant outside. Jokic draws the double. 3-pointer. Grant, that's good. And now a 6-point Nugget lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Turner against Morris. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. Denver leading by 6. Morris looking over the floor. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good. Barton. Turner with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Parker outside. Back to Turner. Can they get it? It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Morris outside. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Nuggets lead by 10. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
Jeremy Grant is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Plumlee. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Morris in at the one. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Down by 12. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Gary Harris is checked in for Beasley. Now here's Turner. Carter outside. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Morris with the ball. Count the basket. Morris has got 6 points.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
The Hawks trail by 14. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. And they believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy to get to 70?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the 3 ball and gets to the free throw line, he's one. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Young from outside. He can't get it to go. Now Denver takes it the other way. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And stolen by Murray. Here's Barton. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Collins with it. Now guarded by Barton.
Fantastic move by John Collins. If you give him an opening, he will attack off the bounce.
Young against Murray. Grant outside. He dishes it to Barton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Collins. Young against Murray. In the corner. Herter with it. And here's Young from the arc. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. And Grant sends it back. Murray against Young. And Murray. Here we go. Tries yet again. He kicks to Plumlee. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. The Hawks trail by 14. Inside. Here's Young. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Young against Murray. Here's Grant. And that one goes long. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, the home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
It's Barton with the drive. The kick out to Porter. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Murray. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Thursday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
Young's shot is off.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Here's Millsap. They need this one. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Hunter, the pass to Collins. The shot by Len, wide open, but he stays with it, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 12. Now Young. Dishes it to Hunter. Outside Collins. Pass to Young. Pass to Hunter. From deep. Martin with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Hunter. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Harris. The Nuggets leading by 12. Barton finds Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Collins.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Porter.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Stolen by Collins. Fast break, the Hawks for the finish. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Using those long arms and quick hands to create the turnover. Collins, once again, finding ways to help this team.
Murray against Young. Murray, the pass to Harris. Murray with the bounce pass. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And let's see some numbers here on Jamal Murray.
He had a strong showing last season. Averaged 18 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds.
To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Here's the teardrop. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Young.
Woo, that teardrop, one of Trae Young's signature shots. He could teach a course on it.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. At one point, they led by 16. Outside, Porter. And there's the pass to Jokic. Land with the block. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Collins dishes to Land. Collins kicks to Reddish. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality, like on the free throw line, boxing out, like going up for rebounds. They let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
Good on both. Here's Morris. 6 points for him. Outside, Porter. Millsap inside. He's guarded by Collins. Millsap misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it wasn't until midway through John Collins' second season at Wake Forest, Smitty, that he really jumps onto the NBA scouts' radar.
You're right. A 19-year-old sophomore. What he did, he led the nation in player efficiency rating. The production undeniable then and now.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Well, coming into the league, John Collins mostly an around the rim scorer. His development as a shooter giving him more versatility.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Nuggets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
And at Wake Forest, Collins a solid mid-range shooter. But you know what, Smitty? He has stretched his range now beyond the arc.
Kevin, credit his work ethic. A power dunker, but he's not content to live inside.
And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 17-5 run here. Len up top. Good defense by Jokic.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Young's shot is off.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends. Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
For Atlanta, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. Damian Jones is checked in for Len.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And here is Morris. 8 points for him. Millsap down low, working on Collins. Here's Jokic, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Trae Young. And Jokic drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Jones against Jokic. Here's Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
What's interesting about John Collins, he plays fast, but he's also measured in his approach.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And that one falls for Collins.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
And so Collins nails both of them. Denver in the lead. Morris with the ball. 8 points for him. Pass to Jokic. Six to shoot. Passes to Millsap. On the wing, Porter. Over Hunter. And again, Denver no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter no good. The Nuggets shooting around 40% from the floor here. Beasley kicks to Porter. Back to Beasley. 1:58 left in the first half. They get it back. Jokic rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 11 rebounds in the game. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Atlanta, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. He misses the free throw.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the second free throw, good. Denver with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Morris outside. It's Jokic, top of the key. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Jokic has got 4 this quarter. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half. Herter passes to Collins. Here's Turner. That one wide left. Denver leading by 3. Now here's Beasley. Pass to Jokic. The fader. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Plumlee is checked in for Denver. Then for the Hawks, Parker's checked in for John Collins. And it's Carter in for Hunter. Turner against Morris. The pass to Beasley. And here's Plumlee. Here's Grant. The Nuggets with another miss.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
The Nuggets shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Morris into the lane. Plumlee finds Beasley. Back to Plumlee. Tries it from 19. Good as the jump shot falls. Plumlee's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Parker. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets ahead, leading by 5. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Denver was looking great right away. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many as 10. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
You think about giving up 3 or 4 extra turnovers, that can mean 8 or 9 points at the other end. That's why every coach preaches it. Take care of the basketball. Bottom line, they need to protect the ball and play under control.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, DeAndre Hunter, getting it done today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Reddish out there with Trae Young. And it's Len in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Wide open look here for Murray, and a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Reddish's shot is good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Stolen by Collins. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Hawks trail by 3. Young finds Collins. And here is Hunter, guarded by Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Jokic. He feeds it to Millsap. In the corner, it's Harris. Over Reddish. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got 3 assists now in this one. And Young kicks to Hunter. Outside Collins. The dish to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Hits it from 3-point range. Young's got 9.
It just looks like it's going in every time. Maybe because we've already seen Trae do this so many times.
Porter passes to Millsap. And it's Denver scoring again.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now Young. He's got 9. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Millsap kicks to Harris. Passes it to Murray. Shot clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
And he makes the first.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And Young kicks to Collins. Here's Reddish. Some solid defense from Harris.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
And here's Millsap from the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Hunter, no one around him. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Murray. Nice shot from the wing. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Young taking his time here. Lobbed up there for Collins. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
And checking out the stats for Harris, how he did last season. Averaged about 13 points a game last season. 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And I think he can play even better. I mean, sometimes it's tough to get into a rhythm with limited minutes, but he has got to find a way.
That's the thing. You don't get to pick your minutes. You have to make the most of what you get.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Rebound, Atlanta. Collins has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better. What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game. Will Barton, he's checked in for Harris. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Murray. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The Hawks trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Knocked loose. Jokic with the steal. Porter passes to Millsap. The kick out to Porter. Martin from outside. They get it back. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
The Hawks trail by 7. Hunter dishes to Len. Young passes to Hunter. Jokic against Collins. And here's Young from the arc. That one's not going to go. Now Denver takes it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Oh, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Here's Millsap. And another miss by Denver. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point differential. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 11 points for Cam Reddish.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Murray. Jokic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Atlanta calls timeout. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Plumlee, he's checked in for Denver. Jeremy Grant comes in for Michael Porter. And a change for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for John Collins. Young for three, drains the three-pointer. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
This is how you compensate for being 6'2". Trae Young sets his feet and gets it off quickly.
Pass to Plumlee, wide open look. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Huerter. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Barton against Len. They get it back. Jokic feeds it to Plumlee. Over Parker. And the call up against Jokic. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Atlanta making some changes. Jones checked in for Alex Len. And it's Carter in for Reddish. Atlanta's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And the foul on Jamal Murray. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jones kicks to Carter. No good. That would have tied it. The Hawks trail by 3. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. 9th in assists. And he did his share on the glass. Battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Count it. Barton's got 6.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Here's Young. He's got 12. Kicks it to Jones. Parker against Plumlee. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. The 4th spot held by Trae Young.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And that one falls for Parker. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Denver leading by 4. Barton drives in, and Barton throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Hawks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Young passes to Carter. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Good on the shot. Jokic has got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Parker kicks to Young. No good on the 3. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. There's the pass to Jokic. Murray against Young. And there's Murray on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists tonight. The Hawks trail by 8. Here's Herter. Pass to Young. Fires from the wing. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. At one point, they led by 16. Down low, here's Grant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Grant. For the Nuggets, Beasley's checked in for Jokic. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Atlanta. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Passes it to Herter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Will Barton.
The 19th pick in 2018 out of Maryland, Kevin Herter with the positional size and skill to adapt well to the NBA game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And with that skill level, Herter's a triple threat offensively.
Not just a standstill shooter, he can function as a secondary ball handler, creating for himself and others.
He hits both from the stripe. Denver leading by 8. And here is Morris. He's got 8. Pass to Beasley. It's Barton on the wing. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Parker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. And he sinks the second. Denver in the lead. Morris outside. He kicks it to Beasley. Grant outside. Denver passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That free throw, no good. Denver making a switch here. Harris is checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Hunter's checked in. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Well, last year, Damian Jones had a very promising start, but his season was cut short by injury.
Yeah, he tore a pectoral muscle about a third of the way into the season. Has shown big strides and was starting for a little bit. The upside in talent is clear for Jones.
Morris passes to Harris. Morris kicks to Beasley. Back to Morris. For 3, Harris. Rebound by the Hawks. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Young. Good season for him last year. Put up about 19 points a game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
No good from Grant. The Hawks trail by 5. Hunter with it. Guarded now by Morris. Hunter dishes to Young. Parker looking over the floor. Jones kicks to Hunter. And the pass to Parker. High post try. He squares up and sinks it. And now just a 3-point Denver lead. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. At one point they led by 16. Pass to Harris. And now Young running the floor all by himself. Good. Young's got 8 here in the quarter.
You watch Trae Young in transition. Has a free-flowing style that's drawn comparisons, if you can believe it, to Pistol Pete Maravich.
Grant against Parker. Plumlee, the pass to Grant. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Hawks shooting 40% from the field. And the dunk by Parker. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
That free throw, no good. Murray's checked in for Denver. He hits the second from the line.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Young. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Nuggets trail. Passes it to Beasley. Now here's Plumlee. Over Jones. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Herter. Here's Parker. No good. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Stops and run. Stops and run. Sense of urgency, man. Come on. We got to get this win.
Trying to stoke the fire under his team, Mike Malone asking his guys to seize the moment.
And this is the time when the leaders on the court need to step up, take control, and make things happen.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So out there for the Nuggets right now, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Malik Beasley out there with Grant, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 down low.
You gotta love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. He's so good at reading the defense.
Here's Young. He dishes it to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Parker with the steal. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. No problems knocking that one down. And now a 3-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Nuggets shooting the ball at 42%. Pass to Plumlee. Poked away. Denver passing it around. Murray finds Plumlee over Jones. That misses off the backboard.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
A different look for Denver. Millsap comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Michael Porter in for Grant. Atlanta also making some changes here. Lenz checked in for Damian Jones. John Collins comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Huerter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin will see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David. Free throw good. Porter. And so he hits both. Here's Young. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Collins dishes to Reddish. Young with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Reddish. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Gary Harris.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And free throw good from Reddish. And he makes both free throws. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
The feed to Young. It's deflected. Now the pass to Porter. Rebound, Atlanta. Land's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Young. Here's Collins. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Murray. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Alex Len picks one up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And stolen by Murray. To the middle. Here's Porter. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Porter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Dishes it to Collins. Now, here's Reddish. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Reddish has got 9 points here in the second half. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Outside, Porter. Back to Beasley. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Rejected by Len. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Hunter. From outside, off the mark.
Still trying to shoot his way out of this funk. But if it doesn't come within the flow of the offense, the whole team suffers. Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
They get the rebound. Collins. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And now it's a 3-point Hawks lead. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Murray kicks to Harris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. No good on the free throw. Jokic has checked in for Beasley. Second free throw, no good.
I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
Hunter, no good.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Here's Millsap. No good off the back of the rim.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Now Young kicks to land. Right side, Collins over Millsap. Shot by Collins, no good.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Murray, the pass to Jokic over Hunter. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Nikola Jokic. Here's Reddish. And the shot is good. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Even though he'll never be big, Trae Young plays bigger than many thought he would.
Shakes him. Millsap trying to get open. That is off the mark. He's shooting 60% on 6 of 10 shots. Here's Hunter. Rejected by Harris, and they're able to recover. Yep, that one goes.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Pass to Millsap. Over Collins. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket for Millsap.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Atlanta's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Rejected by Harris. Porter with it. Guarded by Hunter. Porter, no luck.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from 3-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Shrugging off the contact. Millsap would not be denied.
Here's Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
We call it off the bus range. Trae Young can shoot from the half-court logo with confidence.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And that deep range opens up everything for Trae Young.
You have to take away his airspace, Kevin, as soon as he crosses midcourt. And with his tight handle, he punishes the defense when they apply pressure.
So he gets them both. Smitty, interesting fact about Trae Young, drafted by the Hawks, but he has a strong fear of birds.
Wow. I also heard he even had a meeting with their mascot, Harry the Hawk, to get a comfort zone with each other. They're cool now, but Trae Young, not a fan of other birds.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And that's a smart foul there. Instead of giving up the easy deuce, send him to the line.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Nuggets trail by 7. Takes it from 10. Misses off the left iron. Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's Hunter. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got 14 points here in the second half.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Murray against Young. Inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Murray against Young. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. Good on the bucket. Millsap's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's what you expect from Paul Millsap, delivering with the big shot.
Here's Young. Murray with the defensive effort. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nuggets. Banked in off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Hawks lead.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
You know, it's just a case where you just have to go up strong and live with the results. Nice job.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's Denver now. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Collins grabs the miss. Atlanta leading by 5. Over in the corner, Reddish. The Hawks again can't hit. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
.156 left in the fourth quarter. All alone, and Reddish with the slam.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Here's Millsap. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins.
When it comes to drawing fouls, Millsap's one of the best in the league.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that trims the lead to 6.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Porter with the steal. The drive by Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
That could be a 4 to 5 point turnaround. How quickly things change.
Down low. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Such an incredible score. Young's playmaking may be on the same level.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 6th assist on the night. .112 left here in the fourth quarter. Young outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got 25 points in the game.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Jokic against Len. Jokic kicks to Porter. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Jokic drops them both.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Morris is checked in for Jamal Murray.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Some players drift in and out of the action. Trey, he's always right in the middle of things.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Martin is checked in. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Shooting 2.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
And the call up against Jokic. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the call up against Jokic. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Trae Young.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Martin from outside. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're up by 4. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
Rebound, Atlanta. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. So it's Denver now. Hernan Gomez, that's a 2-pointer. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. And so the Hawks take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.